Balance and stability. Base of support. The base of support is all four wheels of the quad as I am going up the face of the jump. It is also where my hands connect to the handlebars and where my feet go onto the pegs. So the base of support from the quad to the ground goes around this area here and then down on the other side of me there. And then the base of support goes from my hands to the handlebars and my feet to the pegs. Line of gravity. The line of gravity as I'm still on the ground is about here. The line of gravity is where my weight basically divides to make me balanced. The line of gravity then moves as I'm in the air as I move my butt backwards this way, making my line of gravity move to about here rather than it being there. My center of gravity is located around here by my belly button, but as I move into the air, around about there, the center of gravity moves as I have moved my body weight back, so it's now located around there. So this is where I am basically balanced around, the pivot I am balanced around. Projectile motion. In this video, I am the projectile. The things that make me either go further and higher is the angle of the jump. So in this video, the angle of the jump is at about 38 degrees. So this all depends on sort of how far I go and the height I go. The perfect angle would be 45 degrees, which would send me the perfect height and distance. The second point would be how high the face is. So how high the face of the jump is to the ground, normal ground level. So this jump face is about 2 meters tall. That obviously will impact how far and high I go, as if the jump face was say 1 meter, I wouldn't go as far or high. And the next one is how fast I'm going. So this is generally powered by the engine and the wheels and the grip into the soil. This the bike will generally be going at the jump at about 65 kilometers an hour, but the top speed of the bike is about 110 kilometers an hour. So obviously if I was going that speed, I'd go way too far. So it's just getting the perfect speed so you can get a nice landing over there. Newton's law. Newton's law applies when I leave the face of the jump, as I am going fast enough to pull up from gravity, and then at the point when gravity takes over, I come back down to the ground. The first rule in Newton's law is inertia. Inertia takes place once the force, also known as my bike, propels me off the face of the jump, and when another force, such as gravity, pulls me down. So my bike propelling me off the face of the jump, and then at this point is when gravity, the other force, pulls me down. The second law of Newton's law. The law is force equals mass times acceleration. This basically means that the heavier the bike is, the more force that you must apply to reach the same distance as if it was a lighter bike. Or if the bike is lighter, then the less force you will need to apply to go the same distance. The force in this video is the engine. The third Newton's law. The third Newton's law is basically action and reaction. Action is when the G-forces are pushing me and my bike and the suspension down into the face of the jump. And the reaction is as I go off the lip, the suspension comes back out, and the reaction is when I go back up and then get airtime.